Looks like the stream is running. Hi everyone, I'm TigerHawk3, and today we're going to look at the timeit module, which allows you to time things. This particular module is a little different from the ones we've looked at. It has what's called a callable interface, something that you just import like we're going to do. And it also has a way to run it from the actual command line of your interpreter. I can we run Python -m and timeit, and this is one of the examples in the documentation. And then we're going to pass it about for I in range 3 import OS with quotes. Oh, that's too big. I will show you afterward. Import OS dot sleep 1 and do this, and I think that's it. No. Can't import OS. Okay. So I tried to do this, basically. This over here. That's what I have. Import OS. It didn't like that. Usually you can do that in Python, but I guess from the command line it is different. Let's do what it suggested. Dash.join hello, something shorter than the actual example. They have the example compares a join on a generator, and a join on a list comprehension, and a join on a map object. So let's just join this, see what we get. Not recognized. Why not? Python -m. Do I need this? I don't think I do. Nope. It's because it is supposed to be this. Timeit something dot join that. Why doesn't that work? -m option -dot not recognized. Okay. Maybe they have here's what I'll do. Let's see if it's this that it's complaining about. That. Who knows? There we go. So yes, it was I don't know why they have single quotes enclosing the whole thing. This has to be an argument passed from the command line, and in Windows it wants double quotes enclosing those, because it's a single argument. Actually, there are no spaces, so I could probably do this. Nope. Anyway, point is, you can run it from the command line, but you don't have to. You can also do this. And the timeit module has a timeit function. Dot join hello and do this. We need the number argument, apparently, because in the command line interface it determines that automatically, but not here. How about 1,000? That's fine. Nope, what did I do wrong? Oh, I have to this dot whatever. There. Fantastic. How about something else? About nothing dot join. Let's make a I don't know what else we could do. Maybe this, and then we'll see. No noticeable difference. Okay. The thing about timeit is that you have to have things to time. Timeit.timeit, we use that. Timeit.repeat. Timeit method, run the repeat method. So there is repeat. And this also repeats the measurement some more. So there we go. The default is 3. So if we wanted to do this timing operation multiple times, we have that. So there we go. Gives us a list. Fantastic. Timeit dot default timer. It's perf counter. You might remember from the time module video that perf counter is one of the clocks available in the time module, and that is the default timer that this uses because it's pretty accurate. There's a class that I could make. Overhead is a little blah blah blah. I don't think that's too vital because these functions timeit and repeat create an instance of the timer class anyway, or you can make one yourself and give it the code you want to run and a setup, I guess. How about setup equals import time? Maybe we can do that. No. I'm a little tired today. I was planning on waking up a little earlier than usual, and then I got woken up a couple hours before that. So that's always fun. Time.sleep for 1 second. That should work. Is that, oh, it's running this 1,000 times. No. Let's try twice. How about 5 times? That should be 5 seconds. Awkward pause. There we go. And so to sleep for 1 second 5 times took 5 seconds and just a little more. Probably because there's, function call overhead, actually running things. And this setup here is other statements that we want to run, other code anyway that we want to run just once. Because this gets run this many times. This only gets run once. So that's cool. We could make it t equals timeit dot timer. Setup timer globals fine. Okay. Let's we might as well do x equals 3. That will become important later. Right now, I'm gonna make a timer, setup is going to be this, and globals. Let me put it over here because we know number is 5. Globals equal globals. Let me actually put it all the way over here. So globals is a built-in function that gets the dictionary of objects that are defined at the global level. I wouldn't recommend using it, just don't. And don't change it. You can look at it, maybe, for debugging purposes sometimes, but if you try to assign to it, you're going to get strange results that are not useful. Let's do that. And I'm going to only run it twice. No. Number, oh, there's no number argument for a timer object. Never mind. So we're going to do this. Globals, it doesn't like that either. Really? Globals equal something. Is that not part of it? Timeit.timer, why doesn't it work? Class, timeit.timer with a statement. Globals setup equals this, timer equals that. I don't understand. Globals, didn't like it. I don't know why it couldn't use globals. Nope, didn't like it. That's weird. The documentation says that it looks like this. Can you see that? Not all of it. Class timeit.timer, and we have first a statement that defaults to pass, which is an empty statement, does nothing. Setup, also nothing. And timer is any timer function that you want, like perf counter or something. And globals, defaulting to none. And it says it doesn't want, changed in version 3.5. The optional globals parameter was added. Great. Thanks. Awesome. Globals, that's all 3.5. Okay, never mind. Never mind. But if that, if I was using 3.5, I could show you that the globals keyword just says use this namespace as the globals to look things up. So it would look up X in globals. I can show you globals X is 3. That's what it would do. Okay, that was exciting. And objects of this class have a timeit function, a repeat, or a timeit method, a repeat method, and a print exe to print the exception if there is one. It's a helper to print a traceback from the timed code. Great. Command line interface, I don't want to use, just has a bunch of options, not exciting. Examples, setup statement that we did, timer class that we did, blah blah blah. If you have code that instead of one short line is large, you can create a multi-line string with, you know, code equals if you start a multi-line string and then do a backslash immediately, you can go to the next line, and the resulting string will not start with a carriage return. So there's that. Code equals for I in range 3 time.sleep 0.5, half a second. Okay, that's long enough. All right, timeit dot timeit. I'm gonna run the code. Setup is going to be import time. I only want to do that once. And number is going to be 3. 1.5. It's going to take about 4.5 seconds. Nope. What did I do wrong? Oops. Equals 2, 3, 4.5. And there we go. It took slightly less than 4.5 seconds because it's not an exact measurement of how long it's actually going to sleep. It's more accurate at when to wake up than I am, that's for sure. That's a boring module. So there you go. If you don't want to do something like f t equals time dot perf counter for I in range 3 time dot sleep 0.5 print, actually let's just return time dot perf counter minus t. Great. Now we import time and print f, and we call it, and then we'll see what happens. Pretty much the same thing, except we had to make a little function and manually start the timer and do the subtraction, and yeah. If you have something simple, you might as well, you can do this if you want, or time it. Time it is maybe a little more convenient. I don't know. Not very exciting. Short stream today, I guess. So, I think that will be it. Tomorrow, game stream, yay. Maybe trucking, or LOL, or some other game that I should get back to at some point. Like Dota 2 or Shantae Risky's Revenge Director's Cut. I say the full name every time because it is silly and I like it. That's all. Timeit. The repeat function is basically timeit with, you know, arguments for I in range repeat count. That's basically what it is. but conveniently you can just use repeat and it does that for you. So anyway, that's the timeit module. Maybe you want to use it someday to time something. And okay, that's about it. Enough rambling. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.